Hey guys, it's Katie Cakes here, and today I have a book haul. It's a pretty big book haul, so it might be a longer video. Yeah, let's get started. So I don't know if I showed it in the last video that I did, but I recently bought After by Anna Todd. I read it in one day. And it's not exactly a tiny book, so I read it in one day, so I bought the second one. Also not a very small book, finished it in one day. So then I bought the third book, fourth book, and the fifth book. I'm currently on this book. I'm not very far in yet, because I had some wedding things to do today, but I am planning to be reading soon, so yeah. So I got the whole After series. And then I got Real by Katie Evans. This is another book that I needed for the series. I think this is my third or fourth book for the series, so I'm not very far into it, but I'm one step closer. I got it from Fairs Fair for $8.50, so I thought that was pretty good. And then I finally bought Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I've heard a lot about this book, so I figured I would get it since it was only $11, and this is the exclusive collector's edition. So I'm not really sure what that means, but there's like some pretty cool artwork in here. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna give this a try, see if I like it. And then I got some more to complete my Sylvia Day collection, so Passion for the Game. So this should finish this series. I don't know what this series is called, but this should finish that series. And then I also picked up Entwined by You and Captivated by You. This completes my Bared to You series, so I can finally start it now. So those were all after I bought from chapters, all 5 of them, and then the last 5 I just showed you were from Fairs Fair. So now the stacks that I have beside me, someone was selling their entire book collection, which was 200 books, for $30. So I got all of them. And then I went through them all, and I found these books that I wanted to keep. I think there's about 30 of them, so I think that's pretty good. And then I packed up the rest of them and took them to Fairs Fair, which is how I got these 5 books here. So yeah, I brought them in and I got a credit towards Fairs Fair books. So yeah, and then I'll just bring them in a couple more times. Hopefully they'll take a couple more of them. If not, then I will donate them to Books Between Friends, which I also shop at all the time, so it works out. Okay, so I got Naughty Seductress by Laura Leah. I haven't yet to read any of Laura Leah's books, but I do own quite a bit of them, so I am excited to read this. And then I got French Lessons by Monica Bell. I'd never heard of this author before, but by the back of it, it sounded like something that I would really enjoy, so I kept that one. And we got Fallen by Justine Elliott. It might be Elliot, spelled different, I don't know, but again, sounded interesting. And then I got Dirty by Megan Hart. Sounded like something I would like. I got Exit to Eden by Anne Rice. I'm very skeptical to read this book. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I just can't say it right now. because I have tried to read her beauty series and I couldn't do it because of the content in it. It was way too much for me, so I'm gonna give this book a try and see if I can get through it, because all I keep hearing about is that Anne Rice is a wonderful author, so I'm gonna try. And then I got a novel from the Ashes by Molly McAdams. This person had quite a few books by Molly McAdams, so I figured she must be a pretty good author. I read the back of them and they intrigued me, so I figured I would try them out. No harm in trying. And then I also got Stranger by Megan Hart. Leaving Paradise by Simone Elkeles. I probably butchered that name, sorry. Return to Paradise by Simone Elkeles, so I'm assuming that's book 2. And then there's this series. I'm not really sure what the series is called, but the blurb on the front says Love 50 Shades, Give Into, and then the title. I've read tons of books that I have felt are better than 50 Shades, but 50 Shades of Grey still holds a spot in my heart. Unfortunately, I can't read them anymore because the writing kind of bugs me, but I still love them. So yeah, anyway, I got The Girl Behind the Mask by Stella Knightley, The Girl Behind the Fan, and The Girl Behind the Curtain. Again, just figured I would try it out. And then I got Sharing You by Molly McAdams, Surrender by Tawny Taylor, The Calling and The Rising go with the series that I'm planning to read soon. It was supposed to be on my TBR for May, but I kind of got sidetracked by After and a couple other books that I read this month, so I didn't do very well on my TBR. But you'll find that out soon. Then I got Switch by Trish Cohen, and Telling Tales by Charlotte Steen. So those books were all either ones that I needed to complete a series, or books that complete their own series, or standalones, just as they are. And then the next books I have here are ones that I will need to continue the series, because I only own a couple of them. So, Letting Go by Molly McAdams, Reflection by Elaine Salinger, and then Awakening by the same author, Dangerously Bound by Eden Bradley, Afraid by Kim Carr, Darkest Ecstasy by Tawny Taylor, Taking Chances by Molly McAdams, One Tiny Lie by K.A. Tucker. So this one, I am trying to give this author another chance. As if you guys watched my show, like my YouTube channel beforehand, you know that I did receive, what's it called? One Kind of Someday or something. I don't know, but I received that in in the Romance Reveal book box, and I didn't really like it, but I'm going to try again with this author, so hopefully I like this one more. Sacrificed to the Dragon by Jessie Donovan. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to feel about this book. The back sounds really interesting, but I'm not quite sure how I feel about this whole dragon thing, but I'm going to try it anyway and see how it goes. Rules of Attraction by Simone Alkes. And then Perfect Chemistry, same author. Forgiving Lies by Molly McAdams, as well as Deceiving Lies. And then I got Dangerous Games by Laura Leah, Hidden Agendas by Laura Leah, and Killer Secrets. And then I got His Every Need by Terry L. Austin, Kisses from Hell by numerous authors. So I'm keeping this book because there is a story in here from Rochelle Mead and Kristen Cast and Kelly Armstrong. All three of those ones I know. I do believe that the one about, or the one from Rochelle Mead goes along with the Vampire Academy series. I'm not really sure about the other two. Kelly Armstrong is probably her Otherworld series that I never read. I started collecting them all, and then it kind of just lost interest for me. So yeah, and then I'm hoping that the Kristen Cast one has something about House of Night in it, which I'm planning to reread this year. Hopefully, if not, it will be next year. But yeah, keeping this book because of all those reasons. And then the last book I am keeping is Dark Inside by Jen Roberts. So I'm keeping this book because it kind of sounds like a post-apocalypse book, and it's a series, and I like post-apocalypse books, so I figured I would check them out. Most of these I am just trying to see if I'll like them. I mean, if I don't like them, there's no harm done. So yeah, I'll see you guys for the next video.